to do this? Why is it bugging me so much? And um, but a lot of times when I've said no to those situations or say, you know what, this really isn't the right time for me, it's like this like release afterward. And then what I find is I have so much more energy for the things that I'm really feeling passionate about in the moment. Um, and ironically, because I'm doing this course at the end of the month, I really felt like I got this insight that I needed to not take on any new commitments for the month of July. Now, for someone like me that likes a lot of different stuff and is pretty sociable, so it feels like when I go places, like people are like, "Oh, join this networking group," or "You should come to this event," or I get emails, "Come to this networking group tonight. Come to our charity event," or "If you want to volunteer to help at this, Scott, do you want to come here?" And oh my gosh, did I have a lot of opportunities to say no this month, and it was really, really hard to continue. It's like at first it was like, okay, nope, not going to do that. And then, finding myself getting excited about something or wanting to help someone out in the moment, I'm like, shoot, nope, not taking on any new commitments. And it was very challenging, but I think that's part of remaining focused on the bigger goal, having that clarity of purpose, right? And just feeling it out. Like if something was in the moment, of course, and it's like I could help somebody and it takes me a half hour, that's a lot different. But I'm talking about something that's like a commitment that requires like meeting multiple times. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Cultivating a positive network or support system. So we have current inventory, relationships and development, and seeking out and sharing. So I'm going to talk about the current inventory first. So a lot of people will say that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, I don't know about those of you guys listening, but for me, that could be really, what's the word I'm looking for? That could be scary, I guess, for lack of a better word. Alarming, I think, is even a better word, because if I'm honest with myself, I'm like, oh shoot, like, yeah, maybe spend a little bit more time with this person than is healthy for me, and I'm not hanging out with that person anymore. And sometimes what I found is a lot of the most quality people in my life are usually have like really full lives, so they're not as available to spend as much time with as maybe the people that aren't so healthy to hang out with. And so it's really good to look at like who's the 5 people I hang out with the most, because it's true. Like I think back, it's like even the well-intentioned people. I had a family member, and I was telling him about maybe something with business and writing a book or something that I was putting out there, and he was just like, man, it's like almost impossible to do what you really love for work and get paid for it, and that's coming from someone that didn't do what they love from work. And so it's like having those kind of influences, and this isn't someone that, I mean, this is someone I really love and admire, so it could get really tricky if you're surrounding yourself too much with people that aren't, doing what you want, or they're not where you want to be. And it's like, or I could talk to people that do what they love, which now I'm making an intention to do more of, and are making a really good living out of it. So it's like, no, it can be done, and here's people that are doing it. So it helps me stay in that mind frame. And I know sometimes it doesn't seem as feasible. You're like, well, where do I meet these people? And like, it's harder to make friends. And look, I totally get that. I moved to a new state a little over a year ago, and it's challenging to make quality friends, and people already have their lives, and you want to have like obviously you want to have things be gradual and casual, and choose your friends wisely. And but the thing is what I've done is I've been able to stay in touch with people in different areas that I have accountability partners. One's up in Portland. We talk pretty regularly, and we're like really at the same level right now in our business. So we you know, we'll chat and we have some good conversations. We'll text back and forth. So I'm keeping that person in my life. And then I have my coach that I talk to every week, and you know, it's like I'm talking to someone that's a successful entrepreneur every week, and you know, we're texting throughout the week and staying in touch, and you know, congratulating each other on something, and you know, or there's even like people through email or Facebook, you know, or getting involved in that. So there's plenty of ways that you could do it. It doesn't just have to be confined to like, okay, I need to be like hanging out with this person on Monday and that person on Wednesday and go here on Saturday, because that's not always realistic, you know. So I would encourage people listening to think a little bit more outside the box, because again, it could just be as something as simple as like I like listening to Mastin Kipp, so he'll do, you know, usually do videos or newsletters every week, and that's, hey, I'm listening to another person that has what I want as far as a business, and that mindset and what they've done is really sinking into me, you know. So I try to get more and more of that, like attracting the positive. So relationships and development would be